What's up, YouTube? This is Corrupt and I'm playing Let It Die. If you've heard of it, then you know what it is. If you haven't, I'll be explaining exactly what it is. So this first part, you're playing a game within a game. So this guy over here, I'm gonna just explain it as simple as possible. This guy just gives you tips on controls, like anything you can do.
Anyway. You want some tips? Here they are.
So he gave me a useless tip about the radio, because there is an in-game radio you can turn on and off, which I have off. This is your little area where you come and watch cutscenes that you've unlocked. You can rewatch them, which is cool. This is your quest giver, the giver of the quests. She giveth the quests. Yeah, let me show you.
Okay, and send. Ooh, she sent a response.
She's Asian, but she has a white girl's voice.
Hi, Abby, didn't mean to send that. Whoops, my bad.
So this is all your quests. You can only accept a couple at a time. This is the radio. I have it turned off. You can turn it on, but I'm not gonna do that.
Things are just
So let's go back in the game. Alright, so this right here, Toy Story looking ass mother. Look at him. The hook. Yeah, I don't know. Just look at him. This is your online mode. If you want to go invade other people's bases, that's where you do that. I'll be making a separate video all about that. Invading and all that. Because that's a whole other thing. And it's not as grand as you think, but it's there. And it's cool. Here is where you keep all the characters you've captured from other players. You keep them in your bathroom. Let me show you. You keep one here, and then I only have 2 slots unlocked. So I know one goes there. I don't know where the other one goes. Over here, hooks it up. She's the mushroom chick. And she's very excited every time you show up, so that's a good thing. Mushroom stew, that gives you decals. What decals are is basically like rings in Dark Souls. Same thing. So right now I have 1 decal because I only have 1 slot on, which rate at which stamina decreases during dodge goes down by 30%. So that's very useful because I dodge more than I block. Because blocking in this game still takes away damage, so I'm just gonna be dodging and take no damage. You can buy all different decals from her, all that jazz.
Without mushrooms, there is no glory. There is nothing. There's no love. Nothing makes sense.
Yeah, so she is on one right now, and I'm about to join her as soon as this video's over. So over here we have your blueprint guy. Now your blueprint guy is most important. Do not disrespect the blueprint guy.
Welcome.
I know he's got a Hitler stash, but don't disrespect. Alright, these are all the blueprints I've unlocked, and they require materials. If you see in the right corner, like I can make that one if I wanted to, but I don't want to right now. This one requires hemp, and you find materials out in the tower. So, and these are the ones I've already made, which I can always buy. I can come back and just buy them. That's a revolver, very handy. That's a hammer, metal bat. You know, these are as armor, face armor, torso, leggings, all that. That's your blueprint guy. Very important. This right here is new. Vending machine. I just unlocked this. For example, an invisibility can't talk. An invisibility cloak lets you rest without returning to a waiting room. Only usable in safe places. Okay, so you take an elevator up to different floors, and there's only elevators. There's an elevator on each floor, I believe. I know I haven't got floor 2. Let me show you. So I'm missing 2 and 7. But there's so many twists and turns, different areas, that getting to an elevator is not as simple as it seems. It takes a while, so if you're going to be playing for a while and you want to get off, that invisibility cloak comes in handy, because if you quit the game while in the tower, it counts as a death, and a death is a permanent death unless you have death medals, which are in the top, not the top right corner, but the next to that little colorful skull. I have 5. Those instantly revive your character when you die. If you don't have any, your character is dead forever. You have to make a new one. So this game's about multiple characters. You're not going to make one character and keep that character. You're going to make a character, max him out in stats, and make a new one, and then put that character on your online base to guard your base. That's what I'm doing. So this is the elevator system. Now, oh wait, sorry, I'm skipping, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is where you level up. I'm maxed out on this character, 25. I don't know if that's the total, like the absolute max. I've seen somebody have a level 30 character, and if you know how to get past this cap, or let me know in the comments. I do not, so right now I'm stuck. The elevator system costs money if you're a peasant. If you're royalty, you get to take it for free. So you come in here,
your desired floor.
it's free. So, and to unlock that, let me show you. I have express pass. I got one for free in the daily, and I have another one in slot. It lasts for 24 hours, so I used it yesterday. So I only have a couple more hours of using the free elevator. This right here is your daily package. I have an hour and 23 minutes left till I get a new one. So every day, that's open. Storage. This is where you store all valuable items to you. Now I store crafting materials because I want to, if I get a new blueprint, I want to make it if I can. Over here is your bed. No, over here is your freezer system where you keep all your characters, because they're all dead. Like, these characters are already dead. The Grim Reaper just brings them back to life for you to play as them. I guess that's how it goes. And they're hooked up to like some matrix system. So over here is where you create a new character if you wanted to start one. Here is where you have a character on standby. This one, she got captured, and recently I just rescued her. I didn't do it myself. Somebody rescued her and she got returned to me. So anybody can rescue anybody's character, and once that happens, they get returned to that person who they belong to. So she has no armor on, nothing. This is your current character, I am. And these ones are on, see the little shield? They're on guard. They're deployed in the online system. They're guarding my base. So your bed's over here. Oh, when I said that, that was a basketball reference. If you know basketball, you know what I'm talking about. And that's it for this area. Now let me show you the controls. You have your left trigger, right trigger. So L2, R2. It has a, most weapons have a 3 combo. So, oh no, wait. So that's the 3. 1, 2, 3. And if I switch to my hammer, 1, 2, 3. And then I recently unlocked the L1 and R1, which give you a power attack, which is kind of backwards because usually the triggers are the power hits and the light attacks are the L1 and R1, but they switched it up. They wanted it to be different. They wanted it to be like Dark Souls, but not Dark Souls. It's kind of like Dark Souls, but not. Oh, and you can claim wherever you're from. So I'm from Arizona. AZ, So when you're defending in online, it'll ask you where you want to defend, and I'm defending, and that's pretty cool. I think that's more games should do that. But if you didn't even want to defend where you're from, you don't have to. But I chose where I'm from, so I have the AZ flag. Back to the controls. Sorry, I just see that flag and I get all bashful, you know. Okay, so the jump is square, which is, it's weird that there's a jump button, but there is platforming. Roll is circle, but if you stand still, it's block. So get used to that. And then the stamina bar is actually on your body. You can see it. It's the heart pumping in your chest. And if you max it out, be vulnerable to attacks. Alright, next you have your run. Let's just click down on the left stick. And then if you stay still, it's crouch. And you can sneak up on players and get the jump on them, or do a special where you just hit X when you're behind them and it'll suplex them. And to switch your weapons, on the right hand it's right on the D-pad, and left hand is left on the D-pad. Simple. Down is your map on the D-pad. Up does nothing, I believe. Now in the top right corner you have your quick select menu. These are all your consumables and items you can throw. So if you click left on the touchpad, you can trigger to throw something and just hit X to throw it. And then right on the D-pad, let me eat something I don't need. You'll consume that item. So let me eat this, I don't need it. This just boosts my attack for 30 seconds. So right on the D-pad, you'll eat that, attack up 50% for 30 seconds. Is that it for the controls? I believe so. X is just your action button, but if you're running and hit X, you'll do a drop kick. That's very good for some enemies because, like I said, they have to see you, and if you're behind them and you get the jump on them, and they'll hear you, but if you're crouched, you can do a special. But if you run at them, hit that drop kick, and just hit X, it's almost a one shot every time depending on your character. But I can one shot most characters with that. Let me show you my decal. I don't know if I showed that. My decal gives me 30% on stamina when I roll. So it decreases, like, less stamina is consumed by 30% when on just rolling. So I use that because I roll a lot. I don't block, I roll. And that's it for the controls. Yeah, basic stuff, not too technical. I'll be making more videos in the future on this game because I'm really into it right now. So I've been Corrupt, you've been YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you didn't, tell me how shit I am in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.